Hi everybody. So, I just got done recording for 2 hours only to find that when I loaded up the game capture for the game, I forgot to fit it to the fucking screen. And so you were just getting like this part of the screen and not all of it. So, whatever. I plan on making 3 more videos of this game where we beat the queen with each girl. I'll just be doing the vampire ending. If y'all want to see the human ending, you should get the game and play it for yourself. But for now, I'm going to use these girls that I've already kind of pre-leveled up because there's no bringing this one back except to delete her and start all over again. You know what? I just don't feel like it. Midway through, when I was recording the first time, I got a text from my husband that said that his gut wasn't too happy with him. And honestly, same. I hope we're not getting sick, but I also feel incredibly warm right now, so I have a feeling. So, I'm gonna try to beat the queen kinda as fast as I can, so that I can go and lay down. I can't believe I'm most likely getting sick. Literally the week I decided to start becoming a content creator. You know, something that you have to be incredibly consistent for. Alright, let's go. Now I have to think about what did I say today and what did I say editing myself before, so I don't repeat what... so I can repeat the stuff you guys haven't heard yet, but not the stuff that you have. So, bleed and physical. Fantastic. So, we've got a physical build. Fair enough. Alright, let's do this. Alright. So, turns out, I kind of like editing even though it still takes some time. But, I figured out how to increase the playback time, so now I'm not murdering my wrist while editing, and it's improved my experience like tenfold. I'm not doing anything spectacular, as you can imagine, since my only experience was editing for the school news in high school. But, hey, even with the free version of DaVinci Resolve, I got a lot more toys than I did when I was in school. I'll tell you that much. Let's go pick up an ultimate real quick, just so I don't forget. Preiya is probably, which is this girl right here, she's probably one of my favorites to play. She's kind of the poster child for the game too. She's like the girl on the main title and everything. But I think I like playing as her the most. Even though the one I'm better at is the girl with the giant gun. But her name eludes me. Is it Sane? Oh, I don't know. We'll find that out next episode. Next time on Nunholy. No bat friends for us. Tragic. It is kind of nice going back up to like a more leveled character. Dealing out more damage just consistently. It'll help us get to the queen faster, which, again, I'm really sorry. Because that final fight with the queen was actually really intense. Man, it turns out I'm quite bad at this. Yeah, I had a cat on my lap, and as I was panicking through the boss, the cat that was on my lap was like, "Ooh, I'm getting out of here." And he ended up knocking the microphone away, and so I'm trying to, like, figure out how to get, you know, my microphone back in position. I'm, like, taking a lot of damage from the queen. I'm almost dead. It was intense. Only for most of the screen to be covered. Well, not even covered, just, like, cropped out of frame. I don't know why the default for OBS is to record everything not to scale, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll do it again. I did talk a lot about vampires in my previous recording. I could bring that back up. What's your, like, if you could be any, like, mythological or creature, like creature from folklore, what would you be? I said I'd be a Nekomata. It's a shape-shifting cat spirit. I think it originates from Japan. So, like, I could shape-shift and be, like, a human still, but then I could also turn into a two-tailed cat and be one with all the kitties. That sounds like great fun to me. Which, if I remember correctly, the Nekomata is a perfect example of a lot of our, the stories in folklore from our ancestors were just them trying to understand the world. It's like, I believe in a mountain, the Nekomata originates from a mountainous part of Japan, where elder cats would run up the mountains and grow a second tail and turn into Nekomata. And then from there they would attack people and give them the Nekomata sickness or whatever. But if you think about it, the kitties, the elderly kitties probably went off to go hunt something and got because, you know, elder. And when people would go looking for them up in the mountains, well, what lives up in mountains? Bobcats. Giant feral kitties that, well, might attack people. And then the Nekomata sickness was probably just rabies. It's very interesting to read folklore and think about why the stories might exist. Like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of them might have just been, like, storytelling and whatnot. But I think there's also something really nice in, like, our ancestors, you know, not having science or anything, just trying to figure out the world. And making stories to help them understand and help keep each other safe. Because at the end of the day, the Nekomata folklore might have convinced many of people not to go up in the mountains and get rabies. Beneficial. But then I think the Nekomata evolved with some, you know, ghost stories. One of them featuring a samurai, I think? I don't know. The one about the mountain really stuck with me. Let's get some more health because, yep. Can confirm from an hour ago, still suck at not getting hit by the queen. So we're gonna need a lot of max health to kind of survive. And hopefully we can just out DPS her. That's the plan. Again. But this time it should be a hell of a lot easier. Because my numbers overall are bigger. And bigger number better. At least when I'm doing the bigger number. Well, I also told one of, like, the older vampire stories. So, like, back in the day, before modern medicine, it was not necessarily uncommon to falsely declare someone as dead and bury them alive. So then people would, like, you know, not be dead and somehow pull through in the ground buried and unbury themselves and just, you know, go back to doing whatever it is they did all day. And so I think that's where, like, the older vampire stories came from. But, like, imagine this. You've put a loved one to rest and they've come back. And they're like, hey, yo, not dead, totally okay. Can I come in? And you're like, yeah, dude, come on in. Welcome back. Glad you weren't dead and that came back or whatever. Because, you know, buried alive and everything. And then, as you're, you know, you've welcomed your family member back and everything, you know, local animals are like showing up dead, people are disappearing, and all the meanwhile that ancestor, that family member that you've happily welcomed back into your home begins to bloat and turn purple from all the blood they're consuming but not digesting. They turn into a big old blood grape person. And then you'd have to pretty much force them back in their coffin and nail them in so they can't get back out. So they'd stop eating the town. Nightmare fuel, right? Not exactly the dreamy vampires you think of these days. Alright. Just make myself invulnerable and get a lot of good hits in. Oh, did you see that critical hit? Got her. Goodbye, moth lady. Next floor. One step closer to the queen. I was kind of a nerd for folklore when I was a kid. I mean, a lot of people probably had their folklore phase from reading, like, you know, Harry Potter or... What are you doing in there? Oh, I've got to get that. I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry, Miku had gotten into something she shouldn't. So I had to take that away from her before she got sick. Looks like she got an empty bag of brown sugar out of the trash. It is now back in the trash. But I put it in the outside trash so she couldn't just get it again. Wasn't any sugar left in there. But she was certainly chewing at it. I didn't want her to swallow any plastic. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, probably a lot of people had their own folklore phase from, like, you know, reading Harry Potter or Percy Jackson or something along those lines, but like I had like a big book about folklore and mythology from all over the world. There's like a section on Greek mythology, the Romans, there was a section for Native Americans, some of the Middle Eastern and the Eastern countries and stuff like that. Man, those little exploding boys are really hitting me. I don't know, I'm getting really sloppy. I don't feel good. I'm actually starting to experience some mild pain, so hopefully I can get through this and still be somewhat entertaining. I just gotta remember to keep talking. And not bitch too much. Alright. Oh, the endings have a little bit of voiceover done, and I think I heard a new word in there, Shinzo. I might not be saying it right, Shinzo, something like that. I think it means heart, because I'd hear it whenever heart was in a sentence. It's kind of fun picking out patterns like that. Oh, okay, fully friended out with her. I might be running out of people to give rubies to, in which case I can start really upgrading my vampire powers faster, but that's something that I sincerely hope you don't get to see. because I'm hoping I can get to the Queen and Slayer, because I want to lay down. Ah, shit. I leave the house one time, and this is what happens, I tell you folks. We learned nothing from living through our own plague. Actually, I think like most of the population degraded in knowledge from the plague, but it's fine. I guess. Do you know viruses aren't considered alive? At least last time I checked, there's 7 specific things that you need to have in order to qualify as being alive. And one of them is being able to reproduce on your own, and viruses can't. So they're not considered alive. That's actually why they make you sick, is they invade your body's cells and takes over its natural cellular reproduction cycle, but instead of making more of the normal cell, it makes more of the virus. Little shits. I can't even call them little shits, because they're not alive. Take that, viruses. It's not even the scariest non-living thing that can make you sick, because prions are even more basic and less alive, yet they have 100% fatality rate. So take that, plague. Get good. Misfold proteins. No, don't, please. We don't need that. Honestly, we've been naturally just getting a lot of stuff that's good for a physical build, so I can't complain. That deals fire damage. We already have that. That deals fire damage. Say, do you have anything else in stock, Eveline? Max burn. I mean, I'll take a bonus to critical hit chance. Let's see here. We could make our vampire powers better or get more rubies. I like rubies. Thank you. Ugh. Ah, fuck. Gameplay. Faltering. Brain. Failing. Can only think about pain in my side. Okay, just breathe through it. Alright, here we go. Lots of simpler spear enemies. They're a bit easier to dodge than the exploding guys that I don't want to get too close to, but then if you're not too close, they fire a little shot at you. Annoying little buggers. Yes, more health. Man, we lost a lot of health just now. Oof. Hey, kid. Yeah, how's it going, buddy? Are you being a good boy, Elvis? Look at that tail swish. Swish, 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 swish. Oof! He's jumped up on my chair. Silly boy. Yep, I just fed them dinner, so. Food puts Elvis in a good mood. He likes to eat. Who doesn't? Really. Apologies if you don't. I understand some people actually have a lot of problems with food, so I'm sorry. Everybody should have a good time with food. And it makes me sad when people don't. The atmosphere is so eerie. Friendship! Nice. I could really use the help, to be honest, Namera, if you could. Thank you. Alright, let's try to be better. It's time to get good. I missed! He was right in front of me! Ow. Get him. Oh, she's got like 1 HP left. There we go. Problem solved. Yes, reduce damage taken. I clearly need that. Well, that was fast, but I need more vampire powers, please. It's funny, the run that I did before this on the weaker character, I think the fire damage carried her more than the vampire powers did, ironically. Yeah, limit that damage. Once again, I could use the defense, apparently. There we go, that's finally a shot that landed. Nice. I think that should be everything. Yep, alright. Boss time, let's go. I just noticed my ID isn't in my wallet. Oh no. I can't believe I accidentally turned my middle name into a second first name. When will I learn that my actions have consequences? I mean, I guess there's worse things to do. I like my middle name. Actually, I like my full name. My full name's a banger. People compliment me a lot on it, and I usually joke that I got it for my birthday. Which usually yields two responses, either a humorous, yeah, I suppose you did, or you must get compliments a lot, because I have it committed to memory. But... sure. Sorry, that was a difficult decision. Because I think my shot already pierces quite a few enemies, so I don't think I needed... Hi, Seraph. I really need those heals. Thank you. We are definitely going to need more max health if we want to live. If I did that badly against like a mid-tier boss, oh boy.
Yeah.
Here they come. Show me your booty. There we go. In context, they're shield enemies. I have to attack them from behind. And they're being stubborn. Oh, it looks like I can shoot through them. Perfect. Much faster. Max health. Got him. I wonder what these little chargy guys are. They have like multiple little hands. They kind of remind me of like Sorrowsworn from 5th edition of D&D in one of the expansion books. Don't even get me started on 5.5. I was so excited for a 6th edition because I have some gripes with 5th edition, and I was hoping that 6th edition would add some more complexity and like better balance, I guess. Because I swear, I follow the directions in like the monster or the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Monster Manual to make balanced encounters and balanced monsters, and it never works out. They're always either really underpowered or I almost party wiped everybody, so it's like one of these where I wanted more complexity, and it seems like they just re-released 5th edition, but simpler. I was going to say dumber, but that was going to be really mean. I can understand maybe wanting to make something that appeals to a broader audience because, you know, Critical Role and... Oh, what's that one show on Netflix? Stranger Things, there it is. Kind of brought it to, like, the main sphere, but also I've seen where making something appeal to a broader audience kind of makes it worse in a sense, because art, in my opinion, art made for everyone is made for no one. If you make something that tries to appeal to literally everyone, that was almost a mistake. it just doesn't come out as good, you know? Hello, Evelyn. Evelyn, could you show me what else that you have, please? I have 900 buckaroonies, with your name on it. There we go, perfect. Alright, let's keep going. So yeah, when I heard 6th edition was coming, and it turned out to be 5.5 basically, I'm just going to stick with the edition I have, and if I want something new, I might get like Pathfinder or something. Well, the problem is a lot of the people in my group have this thing called a life and families, and so they don't really want to learn something new. Hence, we're sticking with what we have. Plus, Hasbro as a parent company, I think, is going to continue to bury a grave for at least the D&D branch of Wizards of the Coast. I think Magic can can literally coast and be okay. But they keep actively making choices for Dungeons and Dragons that goes against the core community. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are actively forcing Wizards of the Coast, it feels like, to make the worst decisions that they could make for the game. Like, the hobby has just been on fire for the past couple of years, and it makes me sad and angry. Like, they're adding loot boxes to the digital version of D&D, and also, I can understand making a virtual tabletop for, you know, friends that live far away. It came in handy during COVID, stuff like that. But now they're adding, like, cosmetic loot boxes like it's fucking Call of Duty or some shit. I'm like, this is a game where you get a bunch of nerds gathered together to fight corrupted evil beings. Like, Hasbro, you are literally being the dragons in Dungeons and Dragons, and you don't think the player base isn't going to immediately revolt? I don't know. I said I'd bitch a little less, but here we are. Sorry, it makes me so heated. All this because some enemies looked like they were Sorrowsworn. They're like little monsters made in the Shadowfell, which is just like a gray and miserable place. If you would picture, like, Alice in Wonderland being, like, the place where fairies live, think the exact opposite of that, and that's what the Shadowfell is. And then the Sorrowsworn are like the manifestations of various negative emotions. So like a lonely Sorrowsworn, for example, if somebody is really isolated in the Shadowfell, they can... Either it creates a lonely Sorrowsworn or they morph into it. I don't remember off the top of my head. But... And, like, basically, these versions of the Sorrowsworn basically have, like, harpoon arms where they can latch into you and pull you closer for a hug. And I think the closer you are to them, the more, like, they have, like, a negative aura that you have to deal with. So you kind of need to stay far away from them, I think. I might be thinking of a totally different one, but, like, you get the gist. Which the designs of them are so creepy. I love it. I love horror. Sure. Make my main weapon attack a little bit stronger. Ooh, epic. I didn't even read what it did. Let's get some more max health. Oh, I'm excited to lay down. I'm so mad that that recording failed. I felt like I was just hanging in there to finish the video so that I don't fall any further behind. And only for the recording to be botched, and I had to fucking do it all over again. This is supposed to be my free time right now. The time block in the day where I literally have it written down is do whatever the fuck you want. It's fine. I don't want to let anyone down, and I really, really want to try to actually do something good. And I hope people end up really liking this game, because I think it's pretty well made, all things considered. It plays really well. So I hope the game does good. I like supporting indie games. Miku! Oh, that's Elvis. Never mind. Now I've got to go save the other dog. I'll be right back. Alright, that's good for the build. Let's go to the store. Drop off some stuff, maybe pick up some stuff. Always gotta be better. Because we have 2 short sickles, and I don't really care about that. I have 2 knives, I don't really care about doubling that up either. Okay, that's about it. Let's see here. I already have that. I don't really care about that. Don't need that. Might I see more wares, good madam? Thank you. Oh, wow! It's fine. Sorry. Hope business keeps up. Alright. Next boss time. Let's see. Woo! Ow, I got hit. And I didn't shoot the lady that was right in front of me. Alright. 1 blood barrier, please. Nice, second try. I'm gonna level up my vampire powers, though. Scary spider ladies. Easy peasy. 1 more to go. Thankfully, at least with these shield ladies, you can kind of just stand in front of them and wait for an attack, and then you can hit them, so. That's a little bit weirder when they're got a shield on top of a shield. Ooh, epic. Alright, let's keep going. Time for the actual boss fight. What are we gonna get? Fallen Lord. Oh, this asshole. Woo! Alright, you know what? Fuck you. Get him. I picked an ult that gives me invincibility, so if I can get them to low health, I can kind of just rinse them for the last little bit. Which, once I started taking damage, I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just get them. Let's just finish them off. Sub-weapon has a chance to reload one bullet when used. That sounds great. Alright. Let's get our heals from Seraph. Didn't even get us to full, but that's fine. Because it was quite a bit of health indeed.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I'm going to lay down after this at all. I'm feeling a little better. Not great, but... I don't know, I kind of just want to play Hogwarts Legacy. I got to the room of secrets or whatever, room of requirement. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But you get like a little room that you can decorate, and I love decorating. How's the inventory space? Oh yeah, let's totally open this. Alrighty then. Maybe snack on some Cheez-Its. I am a little hungry, so if I am sick, it's only in the, good old gut. I take comfort that I have an appetite. It might have just been something we ate. That's kind of what I'm suspecting, because he wanted to use some green beans that were like starting to go bad in the fridge, and like in my personal opinion, I thought maybe they were just a little too far gone. But he's like, oh no, I think they should be good. I'll cut out, you know, any bad bits. We'll only eat the good bits. And I was like, okay, sure. But I don't know. I think maybe they were actually a little... I think maybe they were a little too far gone. I just wish they sold green beans, like fresh green beans, in like a little bit smaller container, because like I don't like green beans enough to constantly eat them, but one package from our grocery store is enough for like two different meals. So I cook half of it and then just like leave the rest in the fridge for next week. But green beans don't last very long, it seems, even in the fridge. Curse you, green beans! Nice. Alright, let's see here. I mean, other than another blacksmith hammer, that's only double up. That's not necessarily bad. Oh! When an enemy is killed, that's not helpful in the long run for the bosses. Oh, I have 666 monies! Ominous! Scary number. I was playing this game a while back that I got during a sale. And it's like Amber Island, and you have to restore said Amber Island to its former glory. And like, as you progress through the game, eventually a representative from some like shady corporation shows up, and it's literally your model that you make, because you can make your own little dinosaur in the game. It's your model, but they like they make it grayscale, and they say it's like Orb Corp employee number 13666, and I'm like, 13666? That's like the worst number ever! I was freaking out because I really wasn't expecting anything like that. Yeah, it genuinely, it tickled me a little. Whee! Roar. I wish I could do voices. Roar. I mean, I just don't have. I think I have such like a unique voice that like if I ever became a voice actor, I'd be like the actress for Mabel Pines, where it's just my talking voice. I don't know what I want. Alright, well, we're good on health, so let's go here, because if this is the final stall, or like chamber, before the boss, which it isn't, then we could have like absolutely loaded up on garlic. Speaking of which, do you need any friendship points? Nope. Have a great day. Whee! Like, these are just, succubi. Like, they don't look like vampires to me. Maybe vampire in this world is like a really loose term, like just for anything that needs to eat humans to survive. It's either that or vampirism, it really spreads through species. Get her. Nice. How are we doing? Oh, ooh, nice. Headhunter's good. As we near the queen. Get him. Ka-chow. Ooh. You know, going back to my dogs rummaging around into the trash can, that used to never be an issue. But at one point, my mom had to go to the hospital for a bit, and so I was taking care of Missy Boo. And she taught them that you could dig through the trash for goodies if nobody's watching. Little shit. Teaching my dogs bad tricks. I loved her so much. She was such a good girl. So smart and sweet. Even if she could be a little stinker, I'd do anything to have her back. Within reason. What would you do for a necromancy spell? Oh, you think Klondike's gonna come after me for that? Gee, I hope not. That'd be a sad way to end a YouTube career. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll take this cross. Thank you, Evelyn. Have a wonderful day. Alright. Let's kick some butt. Oh, nice. First try. Let's kick some butt and take down the queen, shall we? Ooh! Got it. Oh, wait. Alright, there we go. It seems like I'm at least a little bit on my A game for this. I'm dodging well, I'm landing shots more or less. Oh, nice, that was satisfying. I feel like we have a good enough chance to win. And I can eat Cheez-Its and decorate my room. In wizarding school. Let's see here. The Widow. The easy one. Oop! Gotta get away from that. Your bat friends can't save you. Oh god. But your snake eye might. Aha! Your snake eye won't save you. Alright, let's go face the queen. Might proc my ult immediately and just wail on her. And, hopefully I can recharge it throughout the fight for later on. Let's go take back our cathedral. My fellow sisters are counting on me. Behold the queen! I did not do nearly enough damage for that. Ow. Give me that. Oh. Listen, we keep getting towards these back walls, ma'am, and I don't like it. Oh! I fucking suck. Ugh. I missed. What are you doing? Oh. I couldn't see her. She was behind a post. Ah! Eee, get her. Oh. But that is at the end. Now I gotta do it again, but she's worse. Oh, I can't hit worse shit. Whee! Ow. Oh, my ult's charged up. If I think I can get towards, if I think I can get her at the end. It says I have one bullet, but it refuses to let me fire. Ah, fuck. Oh, oh, she's dead. Who needs an ult? Vampire vanquished. We did it. We've accomplished our sworn duty with 17 levels of vampire and a fully stocked suitcase.
ヴァンパイア女王の心臓が姿を現すと、彼女の体の中に眠っていた何かが目覚めた。より強い力への熱望、その熱望に気づいたかのように、心臓が彼女の体を包み始めた。闇の王座の新しい主人が誕生した。新しい支配者を歓迎するかのように、月がさらにきらびやかに輝く夜だった。
Dun dun dun! Now we're the queen, bitch. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This was defeating the queen with Preiya. Now there is a human ending that you can get, and you get different art, but I would recommend you guys get the game for yourself and try it. I will be back to play the other two girls so you can see how they play. And yeah, I hope you had a great time. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye! And for sure, it isn't cropped!